loses it all. If he just would have just shut his mouth, try to work with his talent, get him over, because let's face it, he's 44 years old.
Yeah, but
there's probably not much left in the tank. But damn, dude, really? You got everything handed to you, and what did you do?
You divided the locker room.
And you got fired.
And not only
you divided the locker room.
Yeah, he divided the locker room, but I just didn't want to put guys over.
Well, there you go.
So hiring him
there
from the jump was a bad idea. So yeah, that's why I don't like. And and CM Punk is not. Nobody needs CM Punk at this moment. Not WWE or AEW.
Nope. Nope. They really don't. Nope.
And I'm sure WWE must have learned their experience that they had with Phil Brooks in their past time when Phil Brooks started doing his pipeline with them,
Yep.
But the thing is, CM Punk at the time, it wasn't a problem. The reason why CM Punk got fired was because Vince wouldn't allow CM Punk to go on his honeymoon with his wife, AJ. That's why he got fired. So it wasn't that CM Punk was a problem. It was just for that reason. But still, so what else did this asshole Dave Meltzer say so I can laugh at him? What else is he reporting?
More muffins for CM Punk in Chicago, which I know you have plans for those muffins, Brian.
Introducing
Yeah, I have great nightmares over muffins. Trust me.
Mindy's Muffins or something in Chicago. If you ever go to Chicago, you can go to Mindy's Muffins or something.
I'll go to fucking get pizza over Mindy's Muffins. How about that? Oh my lord. Is Dave Meltzer the biggest idiot or what? I wish I could tell it to him his face. You're a fucking moron.
I would tell him
Let
that
him take
too.
your job.
Like,
stupid ass.
What you call Dave Meltzer, and he's terrible at ranking matches that are 5-star. I don't listen to none of his star rating matches because it's ridiculous. The guy literally puts every Japanese match better than WWE matches.
And then you got Sean Ron Sapp, but I heard he got fired, And what does he know?
What do you mean he got fired?
He got fired from Fox.
No way! Sean Rossap got fired from Fox?
Ah,
Yep.
for real?
For what? For what?
That's a good question.
When did this happen?
This happened recently, a couple of days ago, probably Monday or Sunday, somewhere around
We
there.
worked with Sean Rossap too. Oh shit! Our podcast team works with him.
I mean, unless WWE must have made those changes with Fox and NBC, SmackDown now being NBC or something.
Shit.
I mean, I don't know if Fox expired with SmackDown. I mean, what do you know about this, Brian?
This is the first I've heard.
What?
This is the first I've heard.
I can't.
Oh, wow.
That means NBC has everything. Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. If I'm mistaken.
No, SmackDown's going to USA Network. So they're going back to USA.
So, wait a second.
They worked out a 5-year contract with USA Network.
Yeah.
Brian?
What was that?
Are they both connected? USA and NBC?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I was thinking. I thought they were connected together. I mean, if you're not gonna have Fox have SmackDown anymore or something like that.
Holy shit! I'm looking on it right now.
No, I thought you knew about that one.
I didn't. Did he post it saying he got fired?
I think we heard it from Jim Cornette.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Jim Cornette gets a lot of shit. You know that.
Let me see, because I'm looking on his page right now, and I'm not seeing him saying that he got fired from anything.
Yeah, but Jim Cornette doesn't report.
Maybe it has to do with the whole...
Jim Cornette doesn't report wrestling news.
Maybe
he just talks his opinions about Raw and SmackDown. He doesn't report any news. He's not. Jim Cornette is nothing like. Yeah, I know. Jim
I don't know.
Cornette
Well,
does
that's
not
the
like.
first I've heard. Well,
But honestly, I would rather listen to Jim Cornette than Dave Meltzer, because the reason why I like Pritchard and Cornette is because they address all of Dave Meltzer's bullshit. That's the reason why I like them.
Well, yeah, because they were there. They were working there, including Bischoff.
They know how it's like working for Vince. Same with Bischoff as well.
They work for him and against him.
Yeah, and Bischoff Bischoff definitely addressed a lot of Dave Meltzer's bullshit. Oh
yeah, I heard that Eric Bischoff never liked him since the 90s or something, and neither is Russo as well too. Russo despises it.
Russo,
you know?
yeah.
how the fuck is that guy even a podcaster? I'm gonna take his job. He sucks. I know more about fucking wrestling than that motherfucker. Take his
Give him a call. He'll probably hit you up.
You what?
Call him. He'll probably give you an open door. He'll welcome you.
I'm not working for that piece of shit.
Which one, Vince Russo?
Yeah, come on, bro. You can work for me, bro.
Oh, well, no. I thought you were talking about Dave Meltzer, not.
Oh no, Meltzer's greedy, man. He ain't gonna want. There's no help wanted in Meltzer's employment line, please.
Dude, I fucking tell him he sucks as a podcaster. I'm gonna take his job. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I know more about wrestling than that motherfucker. So please, fuck that guy. Shit.
Yeah. So here's another guy that definitely. I don't know if they're gonna plan on letting him go, but Gable Stevenson, that Olympic guy, man. What's up with that guy, man?
Man,
I don't know.
Do they want to hire
done
him,
nothing
or does he want to do Olympics, or what, man?
Has he even
He's a throwaway money, man.
Has he even wrestled on NXT yet?
He's just so non-existent.
I was there
That's true.
at WrestleMania.
What did he do? He still put Shaq Gable at WrestleMania?
And I was there. And I was there.
Come
Yeah.
on, dude. That's all?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Everyone keeps comparing
That's a
him to
tough
Kurt
one.
Angle because Kurt Angle was in the Olympics, so yeah.
Look, Kurt Angle went all the way, man.
Yeah, I know.
This Steepson guy, dude, I can't
Jobber.
invest in anybody that's so
Jobber.
non-existent.
Jobber.
Yeah, I can't be invested in him. I think the only thing that I did entertain myself is when Austin Stunner Theory, he damnly sold a stunner in a 360.
And I was there.
A Shaq Stevenson tried to suplex Shaq Gable. Please, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, way to go, WWE.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Before you start talking bad about WWE, just wait a minute. Hold on for a sec. WWE is getting Jay Cargill. Remember that. Who's the screw up? That's Tony Khan for letting her go. She's coming to WWE.
Can't believe for the life of me that AEW is literally going to let Jay Cargill go.
Yep.
Yeah, and obviously I want to hear from Jay Cargill. Does she take that back, what she said about Tony Khan, that she'll never work for anybody except for TK? Really, Cargill?
Yeah.
Cut the shit.
Yeah, you won't be using that
She's
line.
coming to WWE now.
And you won't be using that line when you're in WWE. Cut the shit. Where you're going to tell cut the shit to Michael Cole or freaking Wade.
Yeah, you're going to tell Michael Cole cut the shit? Please,
Yeah.
I want to hear that, you know? Or Byron Saxon?
I would love it.
Or Byron Saxon? Yeah, I want to really see that.
Hey, it's better than spilled milk. I'll take cut the shit.
They're
Spilled
still
milk.
pulling promos. They're still pulling promos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least they're a tag team, you know?
But their
cut the shit over
finisher,
spilled milk. I'll do it.
but their finisher is
But you
pretty
see,
cool.
here's the thing about Jay Cargill. You know that Jay Cargill only knows two talents in WWE, Cody and William Regal, because she did work with them over there back in AEW.
Yep.
So I feel like the only person that the only person that can take up Cargill would have to be Regal, and I trust Regal that he can fix it up.
Yep.
But Jake Hardhill, I'm going to tell you the real reason why Jake Hardhill left AEW.
They weren't.
It was
pushing
because she felt like she wasn't being utilized and pushed correctly. And when she was the TNT champion, she wasn't. She was fighting jobbers. She wasn't being booked right. She wasn't being pushed. She never got the opportunity to be the women's champion. And she felt like, you know what? Fuck this shit. If I'm not going to be utilized correctly, you put me in an undefeated streak. You give me the title. You don't use me the right way. You don't book me correctly, and you haven't made me the women's champion. Let me go to WWE because I guarantee she will be women's champion in less than 3 months, easily.
Oh, she'll be a star because honestly, she loves the entertainment business more than anything. Like
Of
saying
course.
Marvel can buy her, WB can buy her, Disney can get her because she has that She-Hulk syndrome that
And Storm.
fits with her.
And
So
Storm syndrome.
you want the entertainment business, you go to WWE. Believe me, WWE has been successful in the entertainment business. I mean, look where Dwayne is at. Look where Batista's at. Look where Cena's at. Including look what Hulk Hogan was with Rocky 3. I mean, they even had a WWE studios, and that sucks that was cut short.
Yeah.
I mean, you had the Chaperone, See No Evil, Knuckleheads with the Big Show,
Yeah. And I
the
think,
Marine. Which,
Yep.
so, oh yeah, and then 12 rounds. I would remember that one.
I think part of the reason why they don't do this no more, I think WWE Studios canceled out because most of the movies are trash. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because they're not actors. I think the only movie that did well in WWE
Thank you,
Studios.
Jose. Thank
Yeah, I
you.
know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Like
Finally.
Triple H
But
as
you
an
guys gotta
actor.
understand that The Call did a better movie than all those movies because we all know that Holly Berry is an actress.
Yep.
And she
you
pulled it
go.
off there.
There you go. That's right. Yep.
So you gotta give how do you call it, Holly Berry a lot of credit for that movie The Call because it was full-time her, dude.
Yeah.
That's
I bet you
right.
the production, it seems like the production must have stepped aside and let, Holly Berry do the work. And she told Otunga, step back, take a seat, man,
Yep. That's right.
So I think that's the only thing that saved WWE Studios was Holly Berry,
Yeah.
That's right.
But like I said, that got cut short,
I
no
wasn't
longer WWE Studios.
I wasn't a fan of the Marines movie.
Yeah, it went to 6 sequels or 8 sequels or 10 sequels or something? I
I
don't
didn't
know.
even bother to watch the second, the third, and the fourth. I didn't bother to watch any of that.
There is no story in the Marine. There's no story in 12th rounds. All you saw was Cena, Randy, and Dean Ambrose, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much.
The Marine, Cena, Ted DiBiase, and then The Miz and all of them.
Yep.
That's it. And speaking of DiBiase, do any of you guys know any updates on the DiBiase? Because I've been hearing they've been going to jail and they're guilty for all these legal problems they hear. What do you know about that, Brian?
I don't know nothing about it.
Well, I heard that Ted Jr. is more in trouble than Ted Sr. They said Ted Jr. could be facing 20 or 10 years in prison.
Wow. Yeah, because I've been hearing, that this thing is very serious with the DiBiase family,
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
honestly, the DiBiases, what were they thinking, man?
I guess they're not the $1 million man. I guess Ted DiBiase is no longer the $1 million man that he once was.
Well, he doesn't have a price,
He can't make me fucking bounce the basketball 10 times and give me $1,000. He can't make me do anything for money at all. So yep.
You don't have a price, DiBiase. There you go.
He can't make me bark like a dog,
Yeah,
and then he can't make me bark like a dog to do it for money.
Well, remember, RVD kissed his feet when he was that young fan,
Yeah, that
I
was.
remember that clip.
Ted DiBiase is so fucking evil, bro. I love Ted DiBiase.
Did you just turn 50, Jose?
Yeah.
Happy
50.
birthday.
Yeah, thanks. 50. I told everybody, yes, 50, everybody. Went to even my 30-year reunion, too. Yeah. Went to my 30-year reunion. I told people, unfortunately, the talents that went to school with me were not there for sure. I told people, you're not going to see will.i.am there. You're not going to see Ahmad. You're not going to see Vanessa Shaw there. And you're not going to even see Laura London, that's the widow of Nipsey Hussle, I go. So, not going to see them there,
Okay.
And I tell people, for the record, when it comes to Laura London and myself, she used to go to my school, but my answer to that is we were never close. I mean, I would see her on campus, but I tell people I don't know her, so we know she's new and the widow, but I'm not going to be out there going to social media and bullshitting and saying that back in the day, Laura London and I did something. Nope. So I tell people I can't answer that.
Because I'm pretty sure that she will respond back to you, and she'll probably embarrass you all over social media. And then you're going to go viral in a bad way.
Yeah. Look what happened to Vanilla Ice when he said that he went to school with the Two Life Crew. The Two Life Crew got him back. What were you thinking, man?
Vanilla.
It's like I tell people, you got to be very careful when you do these things, man. It can hurt you very badly.
They don't think.
Now that everything is viral advanced, they're going to get you guys. So don't say that you went to school with Hulk Hogan, man, because otherwise he'll get you too,
Oh, man.
Dude, that's yeah.
Actually, Hulk Hogan's a nice guy. I don't really think he would be that mean.
They're going to say, oh, Brian, those are the ones who are you.
I met Hulk Hogan. I don't think he's that mean.
Yeah.
He was not an asshole.
Yeah, but it's going to bother you. Wouldn't it bother you, Brian, when they say, oh, I went to Brian to school together in my heyday. We used to play baseball, and then I used to hang out with Brian. Brian's going to go, what the hell are you talking about? I'm sure Brian would not like
only if I knew you and we really actually played together, then I might consider it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're going to say, oh, I went to the same high school as Brian did. It's like...
Yeah.
You're going to get your fame right by getting this viral, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get these people, man. But, and I've been hearing that, speaking of which, I've been hearing that John Moxley, they say he's been going through some little health issues on this one. I mean...
Arthritis and shit? Yeah.
Yeah, do you think he might pull out on this one? I mean, we haven't heard anything from him yet. But that match that he had with Phoenix... they say they did not take that pile driver very correctly. It was almost like Owen Hart and Steve Austin, man. So
yeah, and they said that Ray Phoenix got some heat backstage.
Yeah, I heard he got a lot of heat from it too.
Oh man!
But the question is, we haven't heard anything about Moxley update or something, man. I mean, yeah, these guys got to know how to got to be careful with how to take these bumps, man.
It's just that the problem is AEW does not train their performers. No matter who they sign, who they don't sign. They don't have a training facility like how WWE, New Japan, AAA, all them have. Like pretty much every company has a training facility before you get on TV. AEW doesn't have that.
Yeah. How much are you guys expecting Collision to be wiped out? Because I mean, Collision, I just feel like it's very unwatchable. I cannot answer any questions about Collision because I never watched it, and I don't watch Collision. Punk or no CM Punk, I just do not watch Collision. I mean, what do you think of that, Brian? Is any prediction think that it's going to get cut short?
I would probably say Collision stays, Rampage goes. I would think.
That makes sense.
So...
But because I feel
honestly, I'm going to tell you why. Because Rampage cannot compete with Friday Night SmackDown, so it would be better to keep Collision on Saturday because there's no way in hell Rampage is competing with SmackDown. I'm sorry. If Tony Khan thinks he's winning the battle on Friday night against SmackDown, he's got another thing coming. So it's better to keep Collision and just try to make it better You know what I mean? But as far as Friday Night Rampage goes, take that shit off. You can't compete with Friday Night SmackDown. Kidding me? No way.
You know that Collision has a lot of Saturday complications sometimes because, you know, you have the NCAA football. Sometimes you may have the boxing match, or WWE may lay some pay-per-views. So, I mean, how does it feel for you to watch wrestling on a Saturday that...
I mean, number one, I don't get to watch it until 8 o'clock, but I mean, yeah, if my favorite football team's playing, even the damn well know I'm going to watch that over Collision. I'll tell you that right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just feel like Collision doesn't get this needle mover, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. But, you know, I mean, I try to watch it. I will admit, I do try to watch it. But, yeah, I get what you're saying. But, I mean, I'd rather have Collision on Saturday than Rampage on Friday.
Yeah. Unless if they do plan to change Collision as schedule, you're fine, you know. I mean, don't try the Monday Night Wars, please. That's already over. Down and out. And as far as Ring of Honor goes, I say that Ring of Honor should be in the vault. It should not be any dark matches with Ring of Honor. I mean, it is very unwatchable. You know, okay, yeah, TK, you bought Ring of Honor. You should do what Vince McMahon would do with Ring of Honor. Put it in the vault, put it on your shelf, and if you're going to do storyline promos, you can use the Ring of Honor clips there, just like the way WWE does with ECW clips and WCW clips.
Yeah,
you know?
And honestly,
so when you think about Ring of Honor being on a library, Brian, you think it should be back at a vault at least?
Ring of Honor just doesn't even exist in my book. It really doesn't.
You have to pay $11.99 a month to watch Ring of Honor.
What? Yeah. Why do you? I mean, honestly, no one cares about Ring of Honor. It's just, I don't.
That should have been in a library. You know what? That's what I did. I would have preferred WWE should have bought Ring of Honor instead of AEW buying Ring of Honor. Because at least WWE would know what to do with it. You would put it on the shelf and use it for promos and for clip use, you know?
But I don't think Vince was interested in buying it.
Well, you know he has former Ring of Honor employees working for him.
Yeah. Majority of those people work for Ring of Honor. So, yeah. But still, I don't think he was ever interested in buying them.
Because, I mean, for Tony Khan to buy it, it's worse, man. And unfortunately, the program's very unwatchable. No offense, you know?
Yeah.
I agree.
Not even the original hardcore Ring of Honor people don't even watch that. Probably Bristol's just definitely hanging out at home. That's all he's doing.
And their world champion right now is Eddie Kingston. Their women's champion. Their women's champion is Athena, Amber Moon.
Yep.
And their tag champions, last time I heard, was the Lucha Brothers. I don't even know who the tag champions are. Oh, it's MJF and Adam Cole.
Yep.
Yep. That's correct.
Yeah.
I mean, these are just dead titles and an unwatchable program.
Then I heard now that the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champion are the Young Bucks and Adam Page. Who cares? I don't understand that.
Yeah. And then the Hardys are there, but, you know, the Hardys are not doing the most extreme flying thing that they used to do 20 years ago, so I'm kind of glad that the Hardys are being careful performing in the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, because, these guys are going to be close to be under 50s. I don't want to be seeing any swantons for a 50-year-old Jeff Hardy or something, you know?
32 feet in the air. Come on, Jeff. And he even told me himself when I met him, I was like, do you ever get scared doing this stuff? And he's like, hell yeah, I get scared.
Yeah, they got to stop taking bumps, all these OG talents, man. You guys got nothing to prove in that ring. And you got to train somebody and put somebody over? Yeah, put somebody over. But
you guys already
they got to stop taking these bumps.
Yeah, they're already established Hall of Famers. What else can they do?
well, shit, you brought RVD back and you brought Sabu back to end the AEW. What do we need Sabu for? What do I need RVD for? You know, it's like,
well, RVD
really?
is still in shape, so you could use him to put guys over. But Sabu, he doesn't wrestle at all.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't be bringing all these nostalgic guys out there, man. Believe they'll bring Mick Foley next time, you know, and it's like, what is Mick gonna do, you know? Mr. Sacco? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And
yeah, they gotta,
at least Mick Foley makes it watchable and fun. That's what I like.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of him, man, I was still looking forward to looking at a Mick Foley and Chainsaw Charlie reunion, but
Cactus
rest in peace
Jack
for Terry. That's not gonna happen, man.
and Chainsaw Charlie.
Yeah, I was looking forward for that reunion coming in this October, but not gonna be with us now. No longer with us.
Rest in peace, Terry Funk.
You never met Terry Funk, right, Brian?
What was that?
You never met Terry, right?
Oh,
Brian,
I shook his hand. I shook his hand.
When was this?
I shook his hand when at the LA Fan Fest when they had their first signing. I shook his hand. He came up to me. He says, "What's your name?" Shook my hand. He talked to me one-on-one. Yep, very nice guy.
Awesome. What about you, Miguel? Did you pass by? Did you saw Terry Funk around WrestleCon or anything?
No, and I was surprised that he wasn't there because he's from Texas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow, that is a shocker.
Yeah,
I mean, that's close to home, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, what you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got to meet the great Terry Funk, and I would have, if I would have talked to him, I would have talked to him about his ECW days, because that's where I would normally watch. That's where I really watched him at. I watched him a little bit in the WWF when he was Chainsaw Charlie, but I mostly watched him in ECW.
Yeah. And I remember because I asked Mick Foley in a previous meet and greet, and I asked him if there was going to be a future Terry Funk and a Cactus Jack reunion, and he was talking about that, but you know, now it's a change of plan. It's only going to be Mick Foley's schedule this year now, you know, but I was so looking forward to see Terry, you know, but then we found out this news, and then we found out the Bray Wyatt news and General Aknock, you know.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man, with all these guys, you know. But then he's, you know, Brian, that's something that Miguel and I discuss about, and we did some little research too. We discovered that General Aknock was with Bert Gagne at that time, and he was one of the first ones that slammed Andre the Giant before
Hogan
WrestleMania. Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
You know.
And a couple guys,
But
and Hulk Hogan did slam Andre even before WrestleMania 3.
Yeah.
I think it was
Do you think, Brian? Yeah. Let me ask you, Brian. Do you think for having Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant in WrestleMania 3, was this almost like a business investing thing, or just for Hogan to make history on it? What do you think?
It was a storyline, just to excite the fans and just to have fun with it. That's all it was. Storyline, entertainment, you know, getting the fans hyped. That's all it was.
Yeah. Because now we're seeing the news that they say it's not the first time that Andre's been slammed, you know, in those days. But at that time, we were always considered that Hogan slammed him at WrestleMania 3, and it was the only body slam in, you know,
but
in the
here's
history.
the thing, though. It wasn't televised on television. Hogan's was.
Actually, it was.
I didn't see Andre the Giant get body slammed on television by anybody else but Hogan that I can remember. And I watched it back, and I didn't see anybody else doing it before Hogan, so I don't know.
Well, it moved the needle, and it did invest, you know.
Hogan
and
actually did it. Hogan actually body slammed him in Puerto Rico, actually, because Andre did wrestle in Puerto Rico for the World Wrestling Council, WWC. Yeah. That's the Puerto Rico territory. So yeah.
I mean, because Hogan's been on WrestleMania, he's always remembered.
What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen anybody other than Hogan body slam Andre the Giant on television live.
Yeah.
At an event.
Mhm.
So.
Because you guys do recall that Bundy got slammed at WrestleMania too. with Hogan.
Yeah, WrestleMania 2, that steel cage match. Yeah, that was a great match with Hogan and Bundy, that steel cage match.
I was there.
You were at WrestleMania 2?
So that was almost like...
Wait, what
WrestleMania 2?
Wait, no.
WrestleMania
I saw that match at the sports arena when I was a little kid. I think it was at the age of...
Yeah, I remember that WrestleMania was held in 3 locations, in L.A., Chicago, and New York.
Yeah,
remember?
L.A., Chicago, New York. And that was a stupid idea ever.
Yeah. So...
Well, when you experienced it, Brian, what time did you guys have to go see that WrestleMania there? I mean, did they just split the schedules in one night or what? I mean...
And it was in the evening time, I know that much. Because I remember going to watch a USC game and then jumping right over to the sports arena.
Wow. Yeah, because, I mean, I have the DVD, and it has merged from New York to Chicago and then L.A., you know. It's like, wow, WrestleMania 2 in 3 locations in one night, you know, in one day, or if you want to call it that way, you know, or depending on their time zone, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think an event like that for WrestleMania, I don't think that's not going to happen again, you know.
I'm pretty sure it started at Eastern time because I noticed that everything always starts at Eastern time.
Because now the WrestleManias, you just have it for 2 nights, for show number 1 and show number 2. So
Yep.
I feel like that policy is going to remain for a real long time.
Yep.
I'm okay with it.
I'm pretty much used to it
I'm
already.
okay with it. Yeah.
Because that was very interesting when WrestleMania 2 had like 3 locations in one night. I'm like, wow, how the hell they pulled that, you know? I probably fast forward it now. I could imagine how complicated it is, you know?
But they don't need to do that these days. Have it in multiple locations.
Yeah, wow. Well, these were very 3 marketed locations, New York and Chicago and LA. You know, these
Yes, they were.
3 locations are very high volume area business-wise, you know, so
Yep.
it'll move up the needle there and it'll put asses on the seats, you know?
Yes, it will.
But it depends what matches were booked, you know? Hogan had to be booked right here in LA, so...
Mm-hmm. And I think the Macho Man, George the Animal Steel, was in Chicago.
Yeah. And along with the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah, it had the
Which, the first Andre
WWF.
the Giant Battle Royal.
It had the WWF versus the NFL players, and William the Refrigerator Perry was in that match.
Yes, he was.
Took out Big John Studd, saying, "Hey, let me shake your hand. Good fight, good fight." He takes out Big John Studd out. That's funny, man.
Oh,
And Terry Funk was at WrestleMania 2, but the one in New York when he took on JYD and Tito Santana.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So yeah, that WrestleMania moments out there. Does that mean, Brian, do you have your own library of WrestleMania VHS or DVDs on you or anything like that? I never asked you about that. About you having merchandise. You have merchandise, right?
Not really, but I mean, I've watched them all, so I mean, I don't really have like the old. I mean, I may have a couple of DVDs, but I can't remember exactly where they're at. I think they're in my studio, but I don't have like all of them. I was just watching them.
Well, how about Chris? Does he have any like VHS or DVD merchandise out there in his vault or anything?
He didn't start watching wrestling until the year 2000s. So he never watched it before the 90s or 80s.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh no, like saying like the Click and the Yokozuna era, things like that, right?
Nope.
No. He never. I don't think he watched that.
No, he didn't watch
around
that.
that time. I don't think. I don't think so.
It was the Attitude Era
No.
when he started watching wrestling.
Yeah, that's when he started watching it.
Yeah, that's believable. Yeah.
It's not like you and me where we were watching it back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So
what do you think of no compete clause? Should no compete clause be taken out of WWE because no compete clause is an issue?
It doesn't really make any sense.
I call it throwaway money. What do you think, Brian? Should there be no compete clause for WWF?
that's right. No, there should be no complete clause.
But you know who started
Exactly.
that crap? Lex Luger. Lex Luger is the reason why it's around.
Was it because of that incident when he went to the mall and Bobby Heenan says, "Oh, he's a public mall. He can go wherever he wants." Is that the reason why?
What in the hell is he doing here? Get him out of here! Because they didn't know if they weren't sure. I think the reason why they had the 9-day complete clause because Lex was still under contract with the WWF and he still appeared on Nitro, even though it was about to expire a few days. I think that was the reason why the 90-day no complete clause was created.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Lex.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that the no compete clause, and I know Brian remembers this one, when Rick Rude left Raw and went to Nitro at that same night. That must have definitely pissed Vince McMahon off, being to 2 Monday night shows. Who do you think? You think that would have a lot to do with it, Brian?
Hey,
Having Rick Rude
it'd be so
going to
impressive.
Raw and Nitro?
It would be so impressive if
No
somebody.
compete clause didn't even exist, okay?
It'd be impressive if somebody appears on both Friday Night SmackDown and Rampage at the same night as well.
You know what? They were trying to compare the Adam Cole appearance from Rick Rude. No. That was a week later.
That was a week later.
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, a week later.
And plus,
Rick Rude did it for one night.
Adam Cole's contract Adam Cole didn't even have a 90-day complete clause because his contract was already up.
Yeah.
But when your contract expires, you don't have a 90-day complete clause. But if you get released or if you want to leave the company while you're under contract, then yeah, you do have the 90-day complete clause.
That's correct.
Yeah, because they say that Moxley and Matt Hardy did not have a no-compete clause when they left
Because their
WWE.
contracts expired, that's why.
Right.
Their contracts.
That's correct.
Yeah. Same
Yeah,
with
I think people have a
Cesaro.
lot of issues of not understanding, how the policy of the contracts run. They just think a contract is just an easy thing to get away with. Now,
Right.
people gotta pay attention. The fans got to pay attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There you
But
go.
I just feel like it's still a throwaway money because you still do get paid on your 90-day compete clause or your 30-day not compete clause. So I just don't feel. Do you think feels like the WWE is kind of like throwing money on that one? I mean, I'm getting paid at home doing nothing,
Mm.
Well, that's only. I mean, if you get released, I mean, yeah, you should be able to collect your money. Because you were not the one that walked away. You got released or fired. Yeah, you should. You are very deserving of your money. I totally agree with it.
Yeah, because you're getting paid. As I tell people, they're getting paid. With the no compete clauses.
Hey, but that was because they got fired or released. It wasn't their fault. So yes, they are deserving of that money.
Yep.
Otherwise, they will get lawsuits. So it's a good thing that at least WWE's paying them. So
Exactly. So
yeah, so a lot to look forward to. So yeah, you're gonna be saying you're gonna be doing a live thing. You're going to Raw tomorrow, right, Brian?
correct.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. How about SmackDown? Did you go to SmackDown too?
No, I went to the Super Show in Palm Springs, and I'm gonna head to Raw tomorrow.
Oh wow, that's close to your home, right, Brian? If I'm mistaken.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have a crowd, all right, when it comes to traffic wise.
I have paid for parking already, so I'm good.
Oh, so you're arranging everything? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and so I'll have a live tomorrow and all that good stuff. It'll be a fun day tomorrow. So yeah, it'll be fun. Yep. So I'm looking forward to it. There will be a lot of things happening tomorrow. It's going to be really interesting.
Oh yeah. I mean, now with all these releases, I just gonna see how all these storylines are gonna hit, and if they're gonna pick up where they left off. Because right now, with all these releases, all this booking, it's just called a change of plan.
I mean, nothing really changed. It was just these wrestlers were just not being used on television. So I mean, that's why they got released.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have anything for them, then might as well release them then.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't have plans for them. release
That's
something.
right. That's right.
That's what I think. I mean, why you keep him in catering or whatever you want to keep, whatever they call it? You don't have anything for me? Then okay, fire me then. You know?
Yeah.
I don't understand these corporate bosses, man. They think they know everything. It seems like one smart employee can make one stupid corporate office. I witnessed that from a lot of workers, that the employees are more intelligent right here. Not all, but some, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, my recharge is cutting short, guys, and honestly, enjoy yourself at Raw, Brian, and then as Miguel, I think you still have a wild card situation, so I think it's gonna work out for you, man.
Hopefully.
And Brian's Dodgers are okay, so even though I know they're having some issues with the pitching staff, but I can see that Brian's okay with his pitchers.
I'm not okay.
We're just it's a different ball game.
I'm sure as hell not okay with my pitchers, because my pitchers in the bullpen, they suck ass.
Well, don't worry, you'll get your good news once you hear that there's no free agency. Then you should be a happy guy then.
Yeah, but I want to go to the playoffs this season. I don't want to wait all the way until next year to go to the damn playoffs. And Skip Schumacher, if you're hearing this, you better not put in fucking Stephen O. Kurt or fucking last Friday, and that's the reason why we got blowed out 12-1, 16-1.
Hey,
I'm sure they're hearing you.
Yeah.
hey, Sandy Alcantara got the key to Miami, so he's the man.
Fuck Sandy Alcantara. That guy's out for the whole season because of a fucked up arm. What you call? We don't need him anyways. Going into this. He didn't even play all that much.
Great.
He didn't even play all that much this season.
He's the key. He got the key to the city. He's the man.
Well, the mayor needs to take that key back.
Snatch it out of him, Mike. Snatch it out of him.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this, Jose, before you go. Do you think that your quarterback deserves the key to your city?
Nope.
Okay.
I love him, but you know, it needs more than that with him. I think probably it would offend more Jim Kelly. You know, so if Jim Kelly couldn't get it, now this Josh. Even though he's, you know, Josh is my California guy, but you know, and I would say personally the answer would be no.
Who do you think was a better quarterback, Josh Allen or Jim Kelly?
Oh, shit. Jim Kelly, by far.
Yeah, man. Jim Kelly took a lot of damn hits out there, man.
Shit. The only thing I will say, and the reason why I say that is because Jim Kelly went to 4 Super Bowls and won 0. That's a pretty good record.
Yeah.
That is not a good record. Ray, you won none of those Super Bowls. I can't fucking believe it. And he's a former Miami
he's in the Hall of Fame.
And he's a former Miami Hurricane. He's a former Miami Hurricane.
He's in the Hall of Fame. Hey, and he went to the Hall of Fame, believe it or not.
That is correct. Yep. So,
you didn't get the ring, but you got the big trophy, you know.
That's correct. And I honestly am going to say this right. I do not think that Josh Allen's going to the Super Bowl. If they didn't do it last year, they're not going to do it this year.
Yeah.
So.
And it doesn't matter how much you can hang with Patrick Mahomes. You know, what the heck? What do you expect out of Patrick Mahomes? You think he might pull out another Super Bowl again? I mean, he's no stranger to the Super Bowl, Brian.
He's
in your division.
He's in your division. Experienced, and he's probably going to be the next Tom Brady.
It could be. It could be. He could even be actually better than Tom Brady because Tom Brady's a cheater and Patrick is not. So we'll see. It's possible.
I mean, he's concerned twice a year with you, Brian, with Patrick. Because I think I heard he's got a very long contract with KC or something, if I'm mistaken.
Well, when you got a tight end like Travis Kelce, you shouldn't be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys
which, by the way, Taylor Swift is handling Travis Kelce, so that's even better for Patrick Mahomes. So kill two birds with one stone, and you got a winner.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I would say that from the AFC, Patrick's still our biggest threat.
I think Taylor Swift will be a better girlfriend than the ex that Travis Kelce had, because Travis Kelce refused to simp. Good job, Travis Kelce. You saved your career, you saved your life, you saved your money. That's how you do it.
No, I think his brother just whooped his ass and told him, "Wake up, fool."
Yeah. That kind of reminds me of the Tony Romo, Jessica Simpson excuse that he said he lost because of Jessica Simpson's distractions. I remember that one.
Bullshit.
Wow.
Way to go, Romo.
You probably couldn't handle her, Tony Romo. Or maybe he did the smart
it was
thing.
Jessica Simpson.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually do believe there's one team that could probably give Kansas City a little problem, and that's the Miami Dolphins. If they stay healthy, look out.
Oh, yeah, Miami is a threat, man. I see they're planning their team.
And no,
They have planted their team.
No, I'm not a Dolphin fan.
But it's going to be interesting.
Wait a minute. You live in Miami. Hold up, Jose.
I live 2 hours. I live an hour and a half from Miami. I don't live in the exact city.
You are a Miami Heat fan. You're a Miami Hurricane fan. You're a Marlins fan. How the hell are you not a Dolphins fan?
Because
you're everything Miami but one team. How is that not possible?
Well, it's kind of like you. You're a Laker fan, you're a Dodger fan, you're a Raider fan back when they were in Los Angeles, but you don't go for UCLA.
Because I'm a USC fan. What are you talking about? I've always been a USC fan.
Oh.
What are you talking about? And they're all in California. Hello?
But what part of
the only one that's not is the Raiders because they left, but they were in California. I've always been a Raider fan ever since then. So that argument is ridiculous.
But which part of California? But which part of California, USC?
You live in Miami. You should be if I lived in Miami, I would support all the teams. Well, except for Florida State, because I understand it. But you live in Miami. Yeah, I mean, come on. Dolphins. You got the Dolphins. You got the Marlins. You got the Heat. I mean, really?
I live an hour and a half from Miami, so I don't live in the exact city of Miami.
I understand that, but you still live in Miami, Florida. You're still in Florida.
Yeah. And I don't like the Dolphins.
I'm in California.
Because they've been ass all these years. That's why. And they never.
Yeah, but they're a pretty damn good team this year.
But they never won anything in my lifetime. The Hurricanes, the Marlins, and the Heat, they all won championships in my lifetime. Not the Dolphins.
That. But you still gotta support them, though.
Nah, not even support them because I said so much shit about the Dolphins, and what you call a lot of my friends are gonna get on my ass about that. So no, I don't want to do that.
You already did already, but still.
And the Dolphins hasn't been relevant since the 70s.
Yeah, sorry Don Shula, sorry Dan Marino. You heard it. He ain't gonna be no Dolphin fan.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not. Even though Miami Dolphins are a pretty damn good fucking team. I'll tell you that right now. They fucking blew out, 70 to fucking
Denver.
They kicked the shit out of them today.
Yeah.
Get the shit out of them. So I think Miami could be I think the Dolphins could be a legit threat to Kansas City if they're healthy, because I love Jalen Waddle. I like Tyreek Hill. If Tua stays healthy, they're, pretty good, damn good team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know?
It's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and, it's a lot of like I said, I think that's the only team that could take out Kansas City, but other than that, I'm not really too sure. And Buffalo, so I was hearing that Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen were not getting along at first, but I'm sure they probably solidified that relationship.
Yeah, they settled it for now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. For now, that's what I thought. So
put your differences aside, play ball, and when the season's over, when contract comes, then, who knows if he wants to request a release or what,
But I know his brother's out for the season with the Cowboys. He's done for the year.
Yeah.
So
Are the
it's going to be an interesting
Cowboys?
season.
Are the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl?
Hell no. Fuck no. They lost today. They lost to the Cardinals. Shit.
Yeah, I know.
Hell no. Hey, listen. Buffalo beat Washington, but the only reason why they beat Washington was because they had to beat us because they lost to the Jets, and now I think they're going to start going on a winning streak. They might be okay, but I'm not really sure what the rest of their schedule is.
Yeah. The only concern should be for them, their division, with the Jets, the Colts, and the Dolphins.
See, I wouldn't worry about the Jets. I wouldn't worry about the Colts. I only worry about the Dolphins.
And Patrick, because that's our biggest threat to the AFC.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, you guys have to face them twice a year, but at least we may face them one time or playoffs. It goes both ways.
Could be. It could be. It could be, because listen, baseball season's pretty much over for you, so you got football to look forward to, so that's always a plus.
And when it comes to Josh and Patrick, both of these guys are no strangers to each other when they go to war out there, if it's regular season or playoffs,
That
these
is
guys
true.
know each other too well,
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
That is very true. Actually, Justin Herbert threw for 400 yards today, so he's another good quarterback that I like.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well,
But
I know
anyway,
you guys in Denver are going to have a very good season, too, because,
we lost today against the fucking Steelers.
Oh, my God. Oh, I hate Pittsburgh. Oh, my God. I'm so tired of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, we got our we didn't get our hats kicked.
Jerome Bennett, Bill Coward, Kevin Green, rest in peace, but I can't stand Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but yep, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking
They
forward
got
to
to worry
tomorrow.
about Cincinnati.
Shit, they're 0-2 right now. Shit, hell no.
Yeah.
They got to play the Rams tomorrow. See how well they do.
And the Buccaneers play against
Yeah,
the
Super Bowl rematch.
Eagles
There you go.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Super Bowl rematch. There you go.
Yeah, right? If Joe Burrow plays, they might have a shot. If he doesn't, they probably lose. But so what do you think about Jimmy joining the Bloodline? Back on the Bloodline again.
What?
That's
Wow. I
not
don't
surprising, I would say.
Yeah.
And then we got Jay main event Uso.
Then they'll go back. He'll go back with his brother again.
Think
It's
so, huh?
impossible.
You think so?
It's impossible, to see twins go individually. And the reason why I say that, because it didn't work for the Bellas, and it didn't work for DOA. I don't think it's not going to work for the Usos.
Interesting.
But I really would like Drew to, finish the story with Jey Uso, because I feel like Drew has some scores to settle with a former Bloodline member that says, you cost me my championship. So I'm kind of liking the direction that Drew's going right now.
Not only
Right.
Drew, also Kevin Owens.
Yeah, there's another one too. But here's the thing, Brian. When it comes to WWE and Drew, WWE owes Drew a championship.
Agreed.
I agree.
That in an empty arena don't count. He needs capacity motivation.
I agree.
That's why I would rather want
agree.
him than Cody, but that's not happening.
I'm sticking to Drew Because, I mean, personally, they owe him. And he did put wrestling over during the pandemic. So.
Yes, he did. I agree. Now, I honestly thought that Drew was going to be the one to take the IC title off of Gunther, but they didn't want to do that. And I don't know. So, I don't know.
I probably don't think he personally didn't want it either. It's like, hey, what the fuck is this? A demotion?
Yeah, and he's
nothing against Gunther.
He's too good for the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, but at this point right now, it probably would have been good for him until they decided to do more with him. So it wouldn't have been a bad thing.
Yeah.
So if they're planting the seeds with Drew, I say continue capitalizing that direction.
But now they're going to turn Drew, now they might turn Drew heel, and I don't know. I mean, they might turn.
I would say capitalize it, because there's not going to be any how do you call it? No more RK Bro feud anymore. You know, no Riddle. That's a change of plan already. And there's not going to be a tag team between Drew and Riddle.
I don't know why they wanted to put Drew in a tag team with Matt Riddle. That honestly made no sense.
That was not going to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't going to work out. I agree.
That work out. I mean, he's now released. Change of plans, everybody.
Yep. That's right. I totally agree.
So I think the Drew should be capitalized right now.
Yeah. Question is, we don't know when and how it's going to happen. That's the problem.
I mean, not seeing Drew McIntyre with the WWE title in the live crowd. And I remember back in 2020, I was really high on him. And I knew he was going to main event WrestleMania and beat Brock Lesnar. And I wanted him to kick Brock Lesnar. And I paid to see Drew McIntyre kick Brock Lesnar's ass at WrestleMania. But I didn't want to see that happen in an empty arena.
Yeah, not in an empty arena. That match was about only 5 minutes or less.
Yeah.
Because Brock Lesnar wanted to get the hell out of there.
Because Brock
Lesnar... He's like, where's the crowd?
Because Brock Lesnar...
And he just took time off too.
Because Brock Lesnar lived in Canada, and Canada's COVID rules were actually more strict than the United States. They didn't even let you fly out of the country.
No. That's why Edge moved to Georgia, you know.
Yeah.
So this will be interesting. All I gotta say, Drew's maneuver has to be capitalized. I mean, I like it already. They better not ruin it.
Yeah.
I feel he's the only guy that I feel like I'm invested in right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And as for Cody, what are we gonna talk about? That's this promo. What are we gonna talk about?
We're going to talk about him beating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 and ending the story. So we're going to be talking about.
But we got LA Knight, man. He's another worthy person that people got to capitalize on.
But not right now. But not right now.
But Triple H wants to make a decision to have him win the Royal Rumble, but they don't even know what title he's going to go after. Either the World Heavyweight or the Universal.
They say they want Gunther.
He has COVID right now, so let's get him better first.
Yeah.
They say they want Gunther to win the Royal Rumble and him go against Seth Rollins to be World Champion versus Intercontinental Champion, winner take all.
Oh, they're going to pull off an Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan?
Something like that. But it's written in pencil, but I don't think it's finalized. And I really don't know if they are going to be invested in Gunther.
But who's going to take the IC title off Gunther?
You do bring a point, Miguel. I don't think Shaq Gable is not going to be Gunther for this one after the Bronson Reed match feud that did not make no sense at all.
I told Family Time the same thing, Brian. I told Family Time the same thing.
I agree. I agree. I said the same thing. It didn't make any sense as to why they made Shaq Gable lose against Bronson Reed. It didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then, where does Bronson Reed go from here?
That's what I'm saying. I thought he was going to get released.
A release won't be a surprise.
Yeah, I know. I thought so too. Yeah, I agree.
And then I just feel like poor Shaq Gable is going to be lost in the shuffle if this predicament takes place, because they say that the releases are not over yet.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, I mean, but the problem with Chad Gable is he's a fan favorite, right? I really don't think they're gonna let him. I don't think he's got to worry about being left yet.
And I do not like him.
They're okay.
I don't like him as a babyface. That's another thing. I don't like Chad Gable as a babyface.
Well, he's staying that way now.
Yeah, I know.
He's staying that way now.
What can I do? Nothing.
You know, so
he could wrestle. He could wrestle. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be an expert angle or anything, but you know, he knows how to he can give you some pretty good submission maneuvers, and those German suplexes, man. He's successful.
Oh crap! My stream stopped.